Hey, let's get rolling. We'll hit some news and then we'll talk a little bit. As always, the day after this session is the Film 3 space with Chris Hackett. You can come on there, hang out, talk shop, talk tools, talk video and film creativity, promote your work. We're going to be talking about, what are we talking about? I'm going to have to look. Oh my gosh. Oh, going to market, bringing your stuff to market, which is applicable whether you're making video, film, or books. Realistically, you got to find distribution. You got to figure out how to get people to engage with their wallets, realistically. That's what we're looking for. When we make these releases, these entertainment pieces, and it's great to be an artist, to be an artiste and to explore ideas. I think that's where it needs to start. But when you're packaging things and you're trying to make them interesting for people in a audience in a consumer sort of sense, that extra level of work isn't just about exploring tools or testing things out, seeing what you can do or what the tools do with your ideas. It is about creating something that people want to engage with largely or repeatedly. So, whether you are making books or you're making films or you're making music, other audio experiences like audiobooks or podcasts, sound effects, Foley, anything along those lines, you got to find ways to make it attractive for people to say, I want to participate in what that person's doing financially, So good discussion there. I'm glad actually that we are getting started with that, because as I am now, this is going to come out in 2 weeks, middle of October. I'm getting very close to wrapping up the audiobooks that I've been doing this year, which is one a month, 12 audiobooks in 1 year. A breakneck pace, some would say, though I've had a number of ways to basically make that work. Hey, Heidi, I'll bring up here in just a second. I'm just finishing a thought because I've already started recording. I'm just ripping. You more or less want to think about how, hey, hold on just a second. You want to think about how to translate this stuff across the board. That's been my big exploration over the last 2 years, is like, how does an idea translate in editorial or audio or video, and to be able to get as much blood out of the stone, because different people like different things. And let me just finish the news for now, and then we'll head along. Love, Death, and Explosives ebook, audiobook out on all the platforms now, including Audible. Huge. If you have not yet seen One Battle After Another, you might look into that if you like Pension. Also, Shadow Ticket coming out this month. I've already reserved the audiobook. I want to hear it. I want to obviously imbibe Pension's most recent story. Looking forward to that. And then what I'll probably end up doing, I'll probably end up listening to it a couple of times. And then I need to do Vineland, and then maybe next year at some point I'll do a revised version of Love, Death, and Explosives after kind of, getting all that stuff running through my head. The last session of this space is up on all the podcast platforms as well. You can check that out. And then viewership for videos has done well. Books and videos this month for September. Beating the averages, and that's what I think we're always looking for, is to beat the averages and attain growth. Heidi, how are you? What are you doing? Where have you been? How's it been going so far today for you?
Oh, I'm in the same place I was when I talked to you yesterday.
What's that mean? You didn't do
I
anything?
gotta go um finish the audio edit for the house that Jack built. I gotta work on that. I did some last night. I've just had a bunch of other stuff outside of these projects.
The
So
audio edit? I thought you said
dealing with
you
all that,
I thought
just
you
thought I'd come in here and say hello.
I thought you weren't recording yet.
I'm not recording a version that's gonna be usable as an audiobook.
Okay.
I mean, I'm recording it basically to
Just a test
I think
run.
we discussed this. I mean, it's a short piece, so I mean, I'm doing it sort of as an edit because as you well know, when you record, you hear things that you don't hear when you're just reading it.
Sure.
It so I mean, I'm finding stuff that just clean, like it's basically I'm now referring to it as an audio edit because I think that's a better way to look at it.
Okay.
And I honestly did that with the desert too. I read the whole thing into a record. I didn't use that. I went back. The audiobook was a second run.
Oh my
So I
God. You just love making extra work for yourself. You were killing me. Go ahead.
it's not though because I mean it's not because I mean that was I didn't know what I was doing, so I was looking for every way to potentially get it to as quality as
Yeah.
possible. So I mean, and I don't. I mean, I hear you, but the problem is, I want it to be the best that I can make it. So yeah, I'll do what some may refer to as extra work, or what I would refer to as, necessary steps. And honestly, I mean, this is a shorter piece, so I mean, I'm rounding the end of it. It doesn't take that long. The issue has just been um balancing life.
How much do you have left in this audio edit?
Um, so I think I just have I'm right at the point in this since you know the story in the story where he's waiting for them to come up the mountain. So I'm pretty much done. I'm right at the climax for
You
all
have like
practical
a you
purposes.
have like a quarter of the story left.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm gonna
Okay.
go work on that today.
That's like
It's not that long.
5,000 words. 6,000 words.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just, I guess my sense of it is different because
Yeah,
when I was doing the desert, each chapter is like 3,000 words.
sure. Yeah.
S- So for 5,000 words, it's like, oh, there's only a little bit left. I mean, the thing's only 2,400 words long, roughly.
24,000 words.
Sorry, 24,000. It's not hugely long.
Yeah.
It's gonna lay out nice. It'll lay out to about 100 some odd pages.
Jesus.
And well, I did it in a 13-point font, and I separated out the sections. Well, it's more readable that way, I
All
think.
right.
I mean, I could drop it to 12, but
Do whatever you want.
why?
It's your book.
I can do whatever I want. And I'm blind, so I love bigger fonts anyway, so
Here's an interesting thing is sometimes people will release two versions of a book, one for regular readers and one that has large text.
well, you don't really wanna drop I mean, 13 is not large text. I don't think that is large text because
Okay.
the average font you wanna make something is like 12.
Yeah.
So it's really just slightly,
A
I mean,
hair.
to me, a large print font would be like 16 to 18, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know if I'm not going to do that. I don't think that that's genuinely done for people with bad eyesight.
Yeah.
It would be and that's labeled a large print book for a very specific reason. You know what I'm saying? That's not
Yeah.
really what I'm doing. 13 is just It's just sort of roomy. It's slightly roomier than 12.
It's
And it
cozy.
just it well, here's the thing, when you're
Lets you
looking at
snuggle in with the words.
well, here's the thing, right? So if you think about the visual of the page and the size of the book and everything,
I'm thinking about it.
it's gonna give you some how do I want to say it? It's gonna just it's gonna it just it's like a little nicer it's a little bit nicer. It gives it a little better quality, I think.
Yeah. Well,
And it
here's
makes
what
it
I'm
instead
hearing.
of smashing it all in there.
Is this is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing is you're padding the page count, and you want the book to cost more money to produce.
No,
Okay.
it's not it really doesn't pad the page count that much. So, but really all it does is so if you look at how pages are cut,
Hmm.
it's on a form. Do you I mean you know this, right? So it's like on a form that folds 8 ways. So you go every 8 pages, right?
What?
So when you're cutting a book, when you're cutting the pages, when they print out the page, you have a very big piece of paper.
Hmm.
And on that piece of paper it'll be cut down to what will be like 8 pages in a book.
You're way overthinking this.
No, I'm not. I'm explaining to you why I'm not padding the pages because
This
it's
is
going to
not
be
how print on demand does not care about this.
it it does
No, it
because when you
doesn't.
get it does
No, it doesn't.
because listen to me when
Plainly.
you do when you it's not about look here's the thing so
Go
you
on.
used to it used to be about what the forms cost. The larger forms I think you could get are at 8 or a 16
But that's
were
not the
cheaper.
reality on Amazon right
I
now.
understand that, but
So,
it is because listen to me. When you print it out, if you go in
mhm.
and say it's going to go by eights, everything will be divided by eights okay? So or fours. So if you print something out and say it's
It's
I'm
not
trying to
on
think
there.
it is you'll have white blank pages at the back. You will have white blank pages at the back.
They do that
And
either
you
way.
because of the forms, the way they cut the pages. That's what I'm telling you.
I'm telling you that's not true.
I'm telling you it is because why you wouldn't have white pages at the back if they weren't doing it.
They
That I don't think you're understanding what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I
Maybe
am
I'm using the
understanding what
wrong
you're saying.
language.
You're not using the wrong language, and I've printed out more of these books, and I'm telling you that they're not going to just shove a bunch of blank pages in there. They do one.
Okay. I will check this, but I'm not trying to pad anything. I
Yeah,
did a 13 point. That's all I'm saying
yeah.
is 12 to I
I'm just
did
giving you crap about page padding anyway. It doesn't matter. Like I don't
I'm
think
not
that
actually
changing from
doing
12
it.
to 13 is probably like you could basically offset that with margins if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's I'm not going to I mean I have my margins. I have everything kind of how I want it, but the only thing it does is it gives me a spine if
Well,
I get to it. That is kind of helpful. But the
Well,
thing
you were
is,
probably
13
already
points, 12
over.
points.
You were probably already over the count you needed for a spine, which I think is like 72 pages or
I
something like
was,
that.
yeah, I was over that.
Yeah. To do printing
But
on the spine, I mean, I think it's somewhere in the 70s. But if you want, um, there's there is some minimum page. It's like 20 something or maybe 30 something pages to even do a paperback. I don't know because I've never done one that small. The smallest ones I've done have been the marketing books, I think.
yeah,
Yeah, those. Yeah, so like I can't get printing on the spine of that because it's just too thin. But um, yeah, once you hit like 72, then I think you can print on the spine. And then there's another weird thing that
that's not it.
occurs. It's somewhere in the 70s. I don't know exactly what it is. It might even be in the 80s, but it might even be lower than the 70s. I don't know. It might be in the 50s. I don't know. I don't think it's that low. I think it's somewhere in the 70s. But there's also, I think, another thing that happens when you get to a really large page count too. But again, like, I don't have anything that is that long, so it's not something that I track.
Well, there's a cost for the printing the book on the larger page, the bigger the page count.
Yeah.
So like I think I'm like with Songless, which hits around 400 pages printed. It comes in about. I mean, it just comes in as a percentage. I mean, I think you get over a certain size, and it becomes cumbersome
Yeah.
to print it as one book. And
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't go any bigger than 400 pages because it's a substantial book, but it's not intimidating.
Yeah. I would
Yeah,
say
so I don't know.
once there's another thing to consider too is that, like, is 6x9 really the right, uh, that trade paperback size? Is that like the right metric for what you're creating too? Maybe it isn't, maybe you want to make something a different size, you know?
I I hear you, but I thought about that actually,
Yeah.
making it smaller. But here's the
No,
thing,
I mean making it bigger, than 6x9.
well, I think 6 by 9's fine for that. It's not absurd.
No.
It's not absurd at all. It's not
Absurd
cumbersome.
in which direction? Too big?
It's No, it's not cumbersome to hold. You know, it doesn't look overwhelming. Have you seen one of my I mean, have you seen one of my paperbacks?
Mm, I don't know. It's something I'm considering
It's a
with the
good
history book
size.
right now because I'm going to do it as a hardback. So it's going
Well,
to have, 300, it's almost 400 pages. So it'll be
yeah.
comparable.
So, like, I mean, for that, you should do it larger. I mean, maybe not. I don't know I mean, just because of what it is, it's like a coffee table type book. I would almost say do it larger for that.
I'm
But
going to do 6x9 on this first run. We'll see, how
no, I
that
hear you.
does.
Okay.
Because otherwise the cost goes up. And like, I'm already, because it's going to have to be like full color and the good paper and hardback. It's already going to be pricey.
A picture up. I kind of held it. So this is a 400 page 6 by 9. Here, I'm posting it under
Yeah.
your thing. So
Posted
there
it.
it is. So that's a four. You can There it is. So you can see the width of it and everything,
Yeah.
right?
Reasonable.
So yeah, it's totally. I think that's a reasonable size. So I mean, and I thought about doing the house that Jack built in a different size, but then I thought, hey, all the songless books should be the same size.
Yeah,
So
you can always
at
change
least
them
for my
later.
well, yeah, but I like the idea that I can, have them all on the shelf together and they all just
Hmm.
line up nicely.
Yeah.
So that's my thinking.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
No, I dig it. I'm excited for you to get this next book out
Yeah,
before the end of this month. You have 2 weeks to finish this.
I have longer than that.
No, you don't. You have 2 weeks.
It's true. Anyway, if I can finish the edit, I well, I mean, I could put out the ebook almost once if I get that file to work pretty quickly.
Don't do the ebook first.
What do you do? What's my plan? Do
Do
I
the
do the
do the
paperback,
paperback.
then an ebook, then a hardcover?
Uh, I don't know if I would even do a hardcover for this one. I think you're
I
asking a
want a
lot.
hard.
Well,
I want a hardcover,
I
so
guess.
I'll do it for myself.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Nobody
not
else
gonna.
has to buy it.
Yeah, it's not gonna detract away from anything. But I guess, uh, at least, because here's the thing: like, if you're gonna do the paperback and you're gonna do the hardcover at the same time, then you're making people choose. But then if you're also putting out the ebook, then you're kind of undercutting yourself. But without the ebook, you can't put it into the based book sale. But then you're also talking about doing the audio book. So like, you're going to put all those things out like within a very short period of time. I don't know. I mean, I have been putting out ebooks and audiobooks, but that's really just they're two different experiences in a lot of cases because um, they're not necessarily cannibalizing each other in the same way that putting out 3 different SKUs of readable versions does. You know what I mean?
No, you're the marketing guy. Tell me what you mean. I mean, so what should I do? Should I just put a paperback out before I take off in October? And
That's what I would do.
okay, and then maybe come back and do a hardcover and
This is what I would do if I were you. I would put out the paperback. Then when you get back, so that for the December based book sale, you can enter this new book into it, I would put out the ebook before that.
okay.
Then, as you are preparing to put out the audiobook, which is probably going to come out in the new year, it doesn't sound like you're going to get that done given your travel schedule and, the holidays and everything else. When you are then preparing to put out that audiobook, that's when you also put out the hardback, because then you have 2 brand new things to promote around, a new print version and the audiobook version.
Yeah. And then I gotta push up the fort. And then I gotta go full steam ahead on that puppy.
Yeah.
So
But you see how then you get 3 instances to promote around. So you get your paperback to promote around, your ebook
yeah,
release to promote around, and then your hardback and audiobook release to promote around.
that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying, and that actually makes my life easier,
There you go.
frankly. If all I'm doing is getting that paperback out,
Get the
because I
paperback out.
gotta order a proof of the darn thing before I put it out.
Do you?
I mean,
Why?
technically, well, to
I
see
don't.
it.
I don't.
Wow, you're bold. Considering how small it is, I may not do that. I could skip that step and put it out, and I feel it's pretty clean.
Yeah.
A larger book, I like to read through the whole thing because when you're sitting there reading through the paperback, you catch stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but you're going to do that either way. So
Mm.
no
Yeah.
no book is going to be perfect. Like Nicholas Bicterson, he put out his book just a couple of weeks ago, and he did like 12 or 13 proof copies, and he was ordering them that way because he wanted to physically read through to do his editing, and it was cheap
Yeah.
to have it printed that way and then basically shipped to him. That to me is madness, but it's fine, because here's the thing, like, even if you think it's perfect, you're always going to find something in there somewhere along the way, or you're going to want to change something. Who cares? Put out another edition. It is what it is. Having done the daily facts layout now, and then needing to go back through and make a handful of changes there, I'm starting to think about new ways I could do the layout for the national parks book, for the Chicago book, all that stuff. And like, am I going to do that immediately? I doubt it, but at the same time, it's something to think about and consider. The stuff I really want to work on, come the end of this audiobook experience that I've dragged myself through this year, is video. The video thing, those to frankly, they do well, they perform well, and they're great to promote around. People are willing to engage with that stuff very heavily and regularly, and and I've been sitting on it for a long time, so it's something that I really want to do and get out the door, is that volume 3 series, just because they've been here for so long. I mean, gosh, last Christmas is when I started really working on it and writing the music, and I haven't touched it. So I'm really hoping to like get full steam back into that and get that stuff out the door, because I just want it off my mind. I want to stop thinking about how I don't have it done.
I hear you. Ooh,
What?
sorry.
What are you
Something
laughing at?
utterly unrelated to this conversation that
Oh,
just caught my attention.
oh boy. You're not supposed to be
I,
swiping on Twitter while I'm talking,
I know.
and you were
It was
doing it anyway.
very, Rude of me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you even
Well,
exclaimed. You even exclaimed. You're like, "Oh, here's how much attention I'm not paying to you." Oh, you're killing me.
oh my God.
Meanwhile, I am
You're
intently
like,
focused on only your words when you're speaking. I see.
I
I get it.
I am
Wow.
busted.
You are
I'm just gonna own
busted.
it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I no, well it was, but I will say I was on your page today and I saw that Sora video that you did
I did
for the
two. Maybe I'll do
well, I saw
more.
both of them. I saw the Buffalo and the other one for the Columbia exhibition.
Yeah.
That was cool. They were
Yeah.
both cool,
Yeah. They're all
but
right.
I liked no, they're cool. I liked that. I was like, "Wow, you could do a whole thing. You could really make it look neat." I mean, it wouldn't technically be the Columbia exhibition, it'd be neat. Look,
Did
it'd
you
be a neat
see
video.
any of the cuts of the documentary that I did with AI?
I'm not sure for the Columbia exhibition.
Yeah. There's one that is on my YouTube that's like 4 minutes long. And I think the other one's on there too that's like 27 minutes long, but I might be looking to put
I
that
never go on
into.
YouTube.
Oh, well, I
I'll
might be
go over and
looking.
check it out if you tell me.
Yeah, well, it's like a year and a half old. It's almost 2 years old at this point. Now that I think about it, actually, I did start doing that 2 years ago. So that one's really dated. It looks like shit. I did another one last year that looks better. And that one, I might put that one into distribution on some platforms just to see how it goes. And then basically, like, every time these models update, I could be rerunning these images and upgrading the video. And
Yeah.
that's something I think about. But again, like, it just takes so much work that, like, I want to make new stuff. I've done the Columbian Exposition for the last 6 years, 7 years at this point. Like, it's cool, but it's not at the front of my mind right now, you know?
It gets I hear you. It's just like you're like, "I gotta do something else." You just
Yeah.
start feeling trapped by it.
Not so much trapped as just like, there's only one other project in that brand that I have not touched in a couple of years that I kind of started on. And it would be cool to do, but it's just like not critical to me right now. There's other stuff, that I want to get to. And that's kind of like what I'm most focused on in the
Yeah,
meantime. So,
I know. I'm trying to the longer it goes on, the more like the book 3 for Songless, the main saga.
mhm.
Um, I mean, I have the basic outline of it and I've got a bunch of stuff written, but I know that I'm gonna be tossing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
And
things have changed.
because it changed, it's not as and I know that the stuff I don't regret I don't feel bad about tossing it because I know it's not as good as what's going through my head now. But it's like I need to get there because it's gonna, I got to get something down, but it's gonna take me a while to get there. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Because I'm a little torn about how to get there,
Yeah.
but it's working itself out. I just it's been a while. It's been an interesting year. I got very derailed with the audiobook, as you well know.
Mm,
So I'm
I
trying to
know.
pull myself back together.
I kind of don't.
I know.
I don't really think you did get all that derailed with the audiobook, to be
Well,
honest with you. I mean, you've been sitting on volume 2 for a while. You did Jack's House. That's coming
yeah.
out. Book
Yeah, that's
book
your fault.
volume 2 is um in editing. Jack's House is coming out. You got the audiobook out. I mean, you're making progress. So it's like, I don't think that you
I
got
just wish it
derailed. I
was
think that, like, it just took as long as it took for the audiobook. And hopefully you get a little bit more efficient with stuff, but at the same time, you're
yeah,
turning stuff out. So
I
just,
wish it was faster, but
well,
what do you do? What do you do?
put down the Twitter.
I'm working on that.
Yeah.
It is helpful. It is helpful.
Yeah. It's okay when you
So
hang out in my space and talk, but it's not okay when you hang out in these other just dopamine spaces.
why do I go in? You don't spend time with friends.
In group chats, yeah, but I'm not gonna sit there like too much and yak with them. It's not really useful to me.
Okay,
You know,
you
if
have
it's like
to.
a
You have to.
news program, it's cool. You know, if they're
I have
real friends, then it's cool. You know,
well, it's socializing.
yeah,
Sometimes you just need a break.
yeah.
I'm allowed to socialize a
Okay,
couple hours a week,
okay, all right.
but no, I've significantly cut down on that. I know people who are. I know because I'm trying to get stuff done, but it's just been, yeah, just all sorts of things happen, and we ended up taking a trip I didn't know we were going to take.
Yeah,
So,
that's gonna be cool though.
yeah, it's gonna be cool. I just was on the phone with him with my son right before I popped in here.
Nice.
So he's doing well. He's in a good mood.
He's loving it.
Oh yeah, he wants to go travel solo all around the world now, and I'm like, slow your jets, kid. Let's
Tell him to
let's
drop out
just
of
do this right
college.
now. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be doing that, but thank you for your recommendation. I will
College
take
is
your
going to be there. The whole
recommendation.
world's not going to be there forever. You know, something to think about.
Um, so why don't we just, he's about halfway through now. So
What do you
no,
mean
but
he's halfway through? He's like,
he's about halfway through. He's
you have
rounding
an
out his second
interest.
year.
It's not right. He's not. This is only the beginning of his second year. He's not even close to halfway through. So this is the perfect time to drop out.
You're a horrible human being. You're just doing this to annoy the crap out of me. You know damn well you went to college. He's a college kid. He's not going to go, you know. There's different types of people who do different things. He's probably best served by getting that and then figure out what he's going to do with himself.
Yeah, but I played
There's
in a
a
band and all that too. You know,
yeah, you
and
were doing
worked and stuff.
other stuff. Yes, you were focused. There is a bird outside my window right now. And it's a pretty large bird, not as big as a pigeon, but not like a budgie, and he's digging up. I don't know what kind of bird it
I'll
is.
tell you what's been a real problem lately is the squirrels have been just digging all over the garden, and I'm thinking about I'm gonna need a little BB gun to go squirrel hunting
Uh-oh,
because they
the
are driving.
squirrels, eh?
They're digging in the yard. They're digging in my pots. They're digging in the beds. It's enough.
Wow, they're
Need
they're really tearing it up, are
I
they?
need a little. I feel like I need a little squirrel pelt.
Yeah, the thing that I don't mind our squirrels so much. The one we have a problem with is the rats.
Ooh,
Yeah, we have rats. I haven't seen one. We had mice in our house last year.
in the house.
They got in the kitchen. It was pretty bad. We got rid of them all. There was like a whole family. We managed to they are no more. Yeah, Matt, that this is the good thing with husbands. They are in charge of mice and rats. I am
Hmm.
not in charge of mice and rats. I was the one who got to see one hop out of my pantry. That was super fun when it
That's
came trotting across the kitchen floor. I'm sitting in the kitchen with like a cup of coffee, and I look down and there's this mouse, pretty big mouse, just came out from under the pantry door, trotted under the floor, hopped up in a cabinet somewhere, and I screamed at the top of my lungs because I do that because I was startled quite profoundly.
hmm.
And then we, had to go in. It was gross. You know what was funny? They didn't get in. You know what they got into in the pantry? They didn't get into like any actual food. They got into what was left of our COVID supply of top ramen. That's what they wanted.
Hmm.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, well, it's hard to predict, what people want, why they want it.
Well, the rats wanted, or the mice anyway, but we slowly had to deal with it. But anyway, they're gone. But no, the where I live, there's rats. They have roof rats all over the place. It's
Gross.
notorious for them. Yeah, it's well,
Roof rats.
yeah, they're pretty gross.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't think we have any, but we occasionally get mice. But I have found the other thing we have though is owls and hawks, so
Those
that's
are cool
helpful.
though. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They
there's some
combat the rats.
exactly. There's some trees near us, and there's I hear the owls at night living in them, and I'm very grateful that they moved in because I know that's why I don't really see that many rats anymore.
Critical.
Anyway,
Let's see. There it is.
s-
Oh boy. Yeah. So I'm trying to right now. Um, I've been doing audio edits for daily history facts, and I'm like 4 chapters in with preliminary edits. I'm trying to do 1 chapter a day of edits because, man, I hate editing audio. I really do. I've discovered I just really don't like doing it. But
yeah, I'm with you.
um, I'm trying to make it go as fast as possible. It's taking me, the tracks are like 20 minutes long. It takes me like an hour or more to get through just
Yeah.
because, the splicing and stuff like that. But that's just preliminary edits. That's not even like the final edit. But then I get the track down to it's about 5 minutes of audio. So yeah, it'll be good once if I can get that done by like the 15th of this month, that'll be cool. Cause I'm going to take a few days here and there where I'm just not going to be able to do it. I try to do it in the morning before I'm like totally awake. I try to start and get like halfway through and then I do
No, I
other
get it.
stuff.
Because it
And
makes you crazy.
well, not so much that it makes me crazy, but it's kind of like if you're sort of like not awake and you're sort of like on that autopilot uh, zone in the morning, you kind of don't mind like doing this mindless task. But if you are, once you're awake and you're like cognizant of how much audio editing sucks, then all of a sudden you're like, man, I don't really want to do this. I would much rather be doing something else instead. So,
Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you. It's just, yeah. I mean, I used to do that when I had to write essays in college. You get up really early in the morning, especially if it's a topic you don't want to write about, and just do it when before your brain realizes how much you hate it. I'm right in there with you. But anyway, so yeah, I got to go work on that some more this afternoon. Probably maybe later today. I don't know when I'm doing it.
yeah,
I got a couple things I got to do first. But that said, yeah, I think if thank you for that. This was well worth my see. You're worth my time because now I know all I really have to do is focus on a paperback, which I can do that pretty straightforward, pretty easily.
yeah, you can handle that.
Yeah, that's much easier than trying to do them all at once.
Yeah. Trying to do them all at
Um,
once is way too much.
I think that's
And
where
it
I was getting myself in trouble.
for sure. And then also just in general, like don't give people that much choice, because if you put out the ebook and you put out the paperback, well, what would you choose when you're looking at the cost? Unless they love you, maybe some of these people love you and they're like, I gotta have the
I don't
paperback or the
know.
hardback. But if you just give them the one choice and you're announcing the new product, then they can only buy that one product. And then also, again, like it gives you a whole new opportunity to promote around stuff. And then also, another thing that you want to think about uh, is getting that promo video. Like you can finish the paperback layout and the promo video before you leave. Get that stuff done.
I'm gonna finish the book first. Yeah, I forgot about the promo video. Shoot.
Yeah,
Oh god. Well, that'll be
that's easy.
that'll be it. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully. How long does it need to be? It can be pretty quick, right?
30 seconds. I do 30 to
30
40
seconds.
seconds.
I don't know if I have 30 seconds. I'll see if I can
Yeah, but
drum up 30 seconds.
you still got credits on Glyph. You could push stuff through Glyph.
Yeah, Glyph doesn't do anything.
Yes, it does.
Well, I couldn't get it to do anything. But that's, I mean, it was like doing 1 second like mems or something. It was useless to
You're
me.
probably using the wrong Glyph. It's a confusing
And
platform.
probably.
I won't deny you that it is.
Yes, so
Unless you're like
and
a
so
technical person, and even if you are a technical person, which comparatively, I'm the technical person of the two of us. There are people that are more technical
I
than
will
me,
grant you that.
and like even even they are not creating what I would consider to be like mind-blowing stuff off of there. And I like the platform. I think it has a lot of potential. It's just like really cumbersome.
Yeah,
But
I can't.
you have credits
I
there,
mean,
and if you could figure
yeah,
it
but
out, you'd get
okay,
stuff out of it.
time. I mean, I hear you. I hear what you're saying, but it's like how frustrated can I get? I mean, I could try it again, but it made me nuts and I couldn't get anything at all that was what I wanted. Like
Yeah.
nothing. So I have a very particular style I like things to look like. And if I can't get that, I won't use it. And I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't get that at all on there. I couldn't get anything I wanted. So I mean, I like everything to kind of have an Art Nouveau quality to it. That's kind of my visual for all of this stuff. So, I don't and so, I couldn't get that at all. Adobe did one too, it sucked too. I mean, I was very unimpressed with Adobe. They gave you, like, 1 generation before they
Yeah.
asked for money. I was like, "Wow, that's awesome." And it's like, "This ain't my thing."
It's
What
like
are
I
you
don't even.
doing?
I don't know. Beating
I
a
hear,
rhythm.
like you are, that's what I hear. Sounds like you're writing a story
Morse
in
code.
yeah. Yeah, maybe. No,
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
listening.
Just tapping out a rhythm. I do that a lot.
Pardon me.
Um, yeah, well, you might even you could do stills too. Like if you have a couple of video clips, you could then mix in
Yeah.
like some stills and do some scan and pan stuff that way. Just
What what
to fill in your time.
what text do I put? I mean, I mean, there needs to be a
Do a voiceover.
audio of what? What do I say?
I go look at some of the ones that I do.
Okay.
What I
Hi,
do is
Marshall.
I'll usually say the name of the book, and then my name is the author, and then I'll do like 2 sentences of description, and then I will bring back the book cover and the title and my name, and then say where it's available. Very short, very quick, very tight, just hitting the facts.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, there's a dog who's decided that he's more important than you are.
Well, they are.
Yeah, he kind of is.
Wow.
That's right. You should see this tongue that's sticking out at me. It's ridiculous.
Hmm.
Anyway,
We love the
go
pups.
fall. He's a good pup. He's kind of crazy, but he's nice.
Well,
He's
who
kind of
amongst
mad.
us?
This is true. It's 30 seconds. I'll have to go see what I have. I'm going to finish editing it first.
30 or
I
40
really think
seconds. There's like
I'm going to be lucky if I hit 30. So, I'm going to look at 30. Don't stress me out.
30
Here,
seconds is
Marshall. You say
has
hi.
to be. You have to make your voiceover really short, really tight.
Well, maybe that's the place to start with the voiceover, figure out what I want to say, and then put the visuals underneath it.
Yeah. I mean, you can see what I did for the pension one. You could see what I did for
It's
the
pretty. Yeah,
for the
that's 30
national
seconds.
parks. Yeah, they're usually like 30 or 40 seconds. The Anunnaki one that's on my profile, that's like a little trailer for that project. Yeah, I mean, in general, like I'm only ever looking for like 5 or 6 clips, and then push it.
And sort of stretch them out.
I don't know about stretching them out. I mean, if you have 5 or 6 clips and your thing's like 30 seconds long, that's like, you know, either
No, I get
5 or 6 seconds of runtime per clip. And usually the longest runtime is the beginning when I'm saying the name of the project and my name and where it's available. And each one of those is at the end. So if you figure like that takes up like 7 or 8 seconds a piece, then in the grand total, like you're looking at 15 to 20 seconds of filler material in the middle, which is really not that much if you're doing like another 4 clips, 3 or 4 clips in there. It's really not that much,
I guess not. It just seems really long for some reason, but
It's really not.
'cause- yeah. Well, I figure every time I generate something on Runway, it's about 5 seconds.
Depends on what you generate. If you generate
This
a
is
5 second
true.
clip or a 10 second clip. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play with it.
yeah.
I'm gonna do this other thing first.
Yeah.
These are the things that get in my way, and I get distracted,
You have to get
and
good.
I can only be good at so many things, you know what I mean?
Mm,
I can be effective at many things, but I can be excellent or good at fewer.
okay.
You have to kind of pick and choose. This is my feeling about the matter.
Well, still got to get it done, even if you're not good at it. You want people to know about the book or what? Like, what are you going to do?
I don't know. Yeah, okay, well, I'll have to do that. Anyway,
Well,
it's about time.
it is about time. This has gone well. And this is also some news I haven't done in a while. This past Sunday was the conclusion of the September Grand Sumo Tournament. uh, Hoshoru won his first tournament in a playoff. No, wait, was it Hoshoru? Yeah, it was. It was Hoshoru won against Onosato. First tournament as a. Am I saying that wrong? I might be completely wrong about that. Let me
I would not know.
hold on. Who won the grand? Who I thought it was Hoshoru. Who won the September Grand Sumo? It's only been a couple of days and my memory's shot.
Wow, you're worse than me.
I'm just double checking because I'm pretty sure it was Hoshoru. Yeah, no, Onosato beat him. Okay, yeah, so I did have it backwards. Onosato beat him in a playoff to win the Grand Sumo tournament. It was great action. We also like Onosato because he's native Japanese, so that is just really a compelling narrative. All the same, this has gone well, and we will talk again, before too long.